has seen some of the game's greats. Boz, Bradford, Peterson, and Stoops. Welcome, everyone, to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Palace on the Prairie, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Buys a little extra time. Gets it, and the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
You got to keep chasing and keep defending. When you got scrambling QBs that get outside the pocket, you got to keep defending down the field and keep coverage on the wide receivers. And good job with pursuit drill, running them down, making them run out of bounds, and that counts in the record books for a sack. Give me one of those, please.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun, give on the inside. Determined effort to pick up 6 and get it inside the red zone and down to the 16. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Ran through the contact. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And this passing game has them calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different cast of characters, but one thing they always have, offensive success.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though. I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Quick handoff. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, LSU! And once he got loose, it was all over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Handoff from the shotgun. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The option look. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quick catch on 3rd down. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period.
14, Oklahoma, 0.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains.
42 Spider. 4-2.
Movement here from the tight end. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
We know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Flips it out to the back. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. To the air, it's Willihan. Fires to the tight end. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the 1st down.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Feeling some heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Unleashes one. Makes a connection. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a 1st down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Looking to pass. It's Willihan. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
Fellas, wanted to keep you informed on the battle for the Peach State between Georgia and Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those gorgeous gold unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Second down coming up. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to throw here on second down. Gonna take a shot. And he's got it inside the 25. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over. First and 10.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds a crease at the 20. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Trying to get to him. Skips away from pressure. Looking down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Getting some heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. LSU quick to the line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. To the air, it's Woolihan. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Wide open, he makes the catch. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, LSU.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Fair catch called for and made. Only 10 seconds remaining here in the first half as they put it in play, 1st and 10. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback will audible. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, LSU 28, Oklahoma 14.
And the Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker, you can tell. Locked in on the quarterback, chases him down, gets to him. Not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle, gets him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. The lone back's got it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
On the run, it's Key. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the catch. It's Dave. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And here they come, almost all the way back.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this will be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his man. It's Webb. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but
afterburners coming. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
the end of the third quarter. With the score, LSU 28, Oklahoma 21.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He'll pull it on the read. Gets it past the marker. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious. The defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Oh, it's in grabbing air. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tiger. That might be the proverbial fourth quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They'll try the run. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's back to throw on second down. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown Sooners! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Last run didn't get much. Ball's at their own 26. Here's 2nd and 9. Motion from the offense. Calls his own number. Picks up the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
I'll tell you what, dude. In today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is always a threat to run the football. He completely changes the way you play defense.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll put the tight end in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. Keeps it himself and gets the first. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing into second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
Looking for a man, it's Willihan. Coming after it. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This guy's just playing like an All-American his last couple games out now. Last game he had 2 sacks. He just registered his 2nd sack in this game. He has been virtually unblockable.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Swings it out to the flat. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He's looking downfield to throw. They're bringing heat. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll get rid of it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up.
Gain of 26.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes his connection. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that for Palmer. It's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
Man, I think that call will leave people scratching their head. You know, you're down a possession. You got to go make something happen. The clock is ticking. Like, we got to take some shots down the field, or we got to get our butts out of bounds after we make those catches.
Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man, and they convert. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 2nd down, wants to throw. He's going to run it. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Going up top on first down. Grabbed on the outside. It's Key.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Looking to pass on second down. At the 20, he's got space. Quarterback gets the first down. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. He makes the grab. The two-point try is good, and they take the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation.
He's got it down the right side. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Sweet feet on the move. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, LSU.
And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. It'll all be decided right here. Win or lose on this kick. And it's good. The short field goal for the game. That was fun, and it was big time. And it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, Dave, and that's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder to this team.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David